Everyone. It can't be. I couldn't protect them. Espion. I don't get it. What did just happen? Why did he strike without any reason to? Venusaur, Poliwrath. I promise I'll kill that despicable being, even if it is the last thing I ever do. I can now only live to avenge you two. I haven't got anything else left. Who's there? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Well, he's crying. Is it a wild one? Or is it so scared he can't talk? Now that I got to watch it closely, the Trico looks really small. Could it be a newborn? This lifeless world has somehow still managed to welcome a new being into it? Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm not your mother. Oh. Slacking. Slacking, gigging. An angry slacking. Well, was this little one running away from it? Apparently. Well, that doesn't matter. I'm not in the mood for this right now. Okay, you run away. Alright, my psychic is still useful to intimidate despite everything. But what should I do with it now? If I take it with me, I might put it into trouble eventually. Trico. Well, you got into big trouble, didn't you? Who knows what you must have done for such a lazy Pokemon to chase after you. True, actually. Aren't your parents around? Or someone who takes care of you? Oh. Wow. So it does understand me. I imagine they will soon learn how to speak, but it's still really young. It won't survive for much longer out here. Could I be the only one able to protect it right now? Well, I'm Espion. And you're Trico, aren't you? Trico. E. Ah, looks like it's going to say something else. Espion. Espion. Trico Espion. Huh? Why am I crying? This feeling, what is it? This planet has been paralyzed. I've lost everything in a flash, and yet... I feel happiness? I felt happiness just now? Just because this little baby managed to say my name? Espion? Trico. Oh no, don't worry. It's not your fault. It's just that... I guess this must be exactly what we both needed. Would you come with me? I'll take care of you the best I can. Trico, Espion Trico. Yeah, great. Look how happy you are. Yay, Trico! Another new word. You're a fast learner, Trico. What is that? You had to keep teaching me. Teaching you? I can lend you a hand with that. Who are you? Ah, that should be my line. You're in front of my cave, man. That's right. She said it was hers. Well, don't worry. I see you've gotten used to the place already. You must be really comfortable to show yourself like this outside. I've been here for a while now and you just wouldn't notice me. I see. I will let my guard down again, sorry. And thanks for taking me in. By the way, you haven't entirely answered my question yet. Human, I guess? What are you? You're no Pokemon, right? You have no tail, no claws, no scales, and no fur at all. But above all that, I can't feel any power emerging from you. It's almost as if you were from a different world, right? Well, you could be right about that, but it's a long story. You fancy going inside already? We'll be able to speak safely in there. Sure, but first, my name is Trico. It was all so sudden I couldn't even introduce myself. Well, don't worry, I already knew it. I know everything about y'all. Our species were once inseparable from one another. After all, I am... a human. Anyways, meanwhile, far away from there. Very well. Everything's ready. It's fortunate my hypothesis was correct. While resting in the temporary suspension status, the Yalga's body is constantly letting out spatio-temporal energy at a slow rate. That is a double-edged weapon. If it were to accumulate in excess, it could lead to the opening of a passage of time. However, if I'm able to use it on my favor before that happens, I could do other unimaginable things as well. And right now, I've got the ideal test subject to pour it all inside without remorse. I'll reset the accumulation process, and thanks to that, I'll also give birth to a new shepherd for my beloved Sableye. They're very good boys. They even brought me these useful orbs, without which I wouldn't be able to canalize said energy. I hope this one treats them better than this deranged predecessor. Though, I'd be happy with anything somehow. They know no other reality than the one where they profess loyalty and respect and are given constant abuse and exchange. Maybe that's the reason I seem to find them so endearing. Okay, yeah. But enough talking about my preferred puppets. I have something more important to do right now. It's time to start. It is Ed, as it's A-E-T-E-R-N. I forgot this one. It's like a U probably, maybe? I guess like Eternal Tempest or something? I don't know. I'm bad at reading unknown. I'm incredibly bad at it. You know what, fuck it, I'm going to pull up an unknown table. Wait. Okay, here we go. Okay. That thing I didn't recognize is a V. So it's... Wait. It's A-E-T-E-R-N-V-M? Etervan? I don't know. Temphis? This does sound kind of like a bunch of gibberish. It's like N-V-N-C? Impotence? Orovi me... Ludias? It's in... It does kind of sound of like Latin, but... The stuff before wasn't quite right. Anyways. Ifs? Damnation... Wait, what? Damnation... I don't okay. I don't know if I'm just reading completely wrong right now, or if it actually is just kind of gibberish. Anyways, yes, it works. All the energy is now concentrated around my dark void. I'm a true genius, if T was the pinnacle of physical prowess. then I'm intellects for sure. How would I have been able to subdue the whole world under my desire otherwise? Now it's time to visit him already, in a quite introspective way. I wonder what I'll find in there. I can't wait. Open. Data extracted from the Pokemon species list currently in Primal Dialga's forces possession. Entry number 356. Type Ghost. Category Beacon, I don't know. Their inside is completely hollow and their body possesses the properties of a black hole. Oh. Those who look into it will be sucked in without exception. Huh? Once swallowed, they won't ever escape. However, whatever happens to them in there remains a mystery. Well, I see Palkia, I see Jirachi, and I see Mew in here. Ah. What? Where am I? Yeah. I doubt I'll get used to this anytime soon. Can't remember properly. What happened? Rampardos was going to kill me. He broke me, and then I felt as if my deepest guts suddenly started emerging. Oh, now I think about it, my face is back on its place again. That's not quite usual. Something's feeling off here. I should start looking for the well, just for Trico. I'm sure at least he was able to survive. Trico? Okay. There's no Trico in here. It's just me and you. Damn Sableye. Explain yourself. What the hell are you talking about? Hell. Hell, you opened them! The gates to hell! Were the Sableye always like this? I thought I'd be able to speak with them properly at least. And the gates to hell? Is he speaking to me? Was I the one who opened them? Hey, I wasn't the one who did that, right? Ghost, it's a ghost! A wicked demonic ghost! He opened the gates to hell. And now me, I, Sableye, am alone, all alone, lone here. Demonic ghost, gates to hell? Was I really the one who did that? I can't remember. But it's not impossible. I felt something unnatural emerging from me before fainting. And what are these other Pokemon doing here? Did I also absorb them? But above all that, does this all mean we are inside me? Of course, that's why my face was healed back. It's just a representation of myself created by my subconsciousness. But even if so, there's still something bugging me. And what am I exactly supposed to do now? This path, where will it lead? There doesn't seem to be another exit, so I'll follow it. I have to recover consciousness and find Trico. Alright, so we do get more. He's completely lost his mind. I should just leave him be. Oh, I can save my adventure on him though. Okay. Did I really swallow this cute kitty? I'm the worst. This Pokemon is so beautiful. It looks like an angel, even in death. I hope it wasn't me the one who finished it off, though it may as well be. Never seen such a big one. It must have been really powerful while it was alive. How could I have swallowed someone like this? There must be something I'm not quite understanding yet. What are you in this hole? What does it do in here? Could that be? No. If it was him, the one who reached there first, that means the others. There's no way I have sucked a Diglett too, right? I mean, I did not. Oh yeah, okay, he does not need an A-press, he just has a trigger. Also here, there is collision. Anyways, let's continue, I guess, the remembrance. Alright, walking through here does not clear my belly as fast, does it? Nah. Okay. There's Trico. There's probably only going to be Trico. Never more. Okay. Good thing we can't be hit by Earth Power. But Sucker Punch hurts a lot. Okay, and my bag was also cleared. But I assume it shouldn't be too hard, as we appear to be the only Pokemon able to roam outside of the usual walkways here. So we can safely run around for the most part. It's still kind of interesting how Earth Power can even be considered about to hit, despite me being like floating in nothingness, but I guess that's just base game shenanigans. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we're back at rule number 5, and I can confirm there are a lot of monster houses in here, and it appears that all the Pokemon that we meet in here were Pokemon from the hideout, as you can probably already guess, as that makes the most sense in general. So yeah, I'm a bit careful about moving into rooms currently, because of the fact that I've encountered like I tried like 4 times and I've encountered 6 monster houses in these 4 tries. Yeah, that's my luck, I guess. I assume they probably still work with a random chance to spawn and not a set chance. So yeah. Anyways. At least I haven't spawned in one yet, because I'm pretty sure spawning in one would just be a death sentence. Because everyone here deals so much damage. Then again, seems like I'm lucky enough to not encounter monster houses, at least for the moment. Also, I'm trying to collect a lot of things because I'm not quite sure what awaits me. Though a lot of these items are kinda, you know, Doom Seeds, Drop Eye Seeds, which... yeah. A lot of Slip Seeds and not Sleep Seeds and all that kind of stuff. Or at least I'm actually getting lucky with stairs and monster houses. Okay, that is a layout. Okay, our bag is already full. You're a bit annoying. There are quite a few. Also, there are a lot of traps, as you can probably already guess. Okay, but we're through. I actually got pretty lucky with a lot of stuff. What? Is that true? Let me just recap everything you said. You're a human being. Your kind doesn't have moves nor types, but they still shared a deep bond with us Pokemon. Correct. However, one day a disgrace happened and our worlds were put apart forever. We Pokemon managed to keep thriving even without your company. And we even established our own civilizations and traditions emulating yours. However, you humans couldn't bounce back from such a saddening event. Your world plunged into misery not too long after we split apart. You're an extraordinary case, as you managed to arrive here thanks to a ultra wormhole. That's the name we gave them in my world. Only certain Pokemon were able to create them for us before. That being said, my theory is that just before you were time paralyzed, one of y'all opened one as a last call for help. I jumped in without a doubt. My knowledge hunger pushed me to do so. So I dedicated myself to research, after all. And besides that, I never could have imagined that your situation could be worse than ours. Not at all. It was Palkia's doing. In this reality, only 3 Pokemon were able to do such a thing without any alternative methods. It was too late for Dialga, and regarding the last one... Well, there's no need for me to say it, right? You perfectly know why that Pokemon can't help us anymore. No, I do. And I know, and I not... No apology while... English. And I know no apology will ever be enough to alleviate your pain. But Celebi, that was a long time ago. I wasn't even born yet. We've already talked... I don't care! You are the worst! I can't stand humans, it's all their fault. Wait, which Pokemon are they talking about? Because Dialga's gone, Palkia's dead, but responsible for this one? Do they mean Arceus? Did we kill God? I don't know, you're rotten inside. We should have never coexisted. We Pokemon don't need you at all. You've already explained why for me. Hey, what is this all about? Why did she get so mad suddenly? That's an even longer story, but to summarize it briefly... Well, she cannot trust humans, and she probably won't ever be able to again. I can't blame her, even if I shouldn't have to pay for my ancestors' sins. I understand her position, but my intention is to help you all. It's always been, though that's something she just won't listen to at all. This is all quite interesting, but I still can't fully assimilate that we used to need a human being to fight with in order to release our full potential. Why was that exactly? If I wanted to, I could always explore on my own and I'd power up anyways, with or without allies. I'll make them some more questions, even if she said all that stuff. For some reason, I feel really comfortable next to them. I'm usually much ruder than, well, ruder, not rudder, what the fuck? Ruder, when I first meet someone. And I'd even say it cheers me up to be around them. It helps me to avoid thinking too much about past events. Could that have something to do with my last reflection? Or perhaps the deep bond they described has always naturally existed between us? Hey, and if there were no Pokemon around when you were born, how is it that you're so knowledgeable about us? Well, there were still documents and records from the past that contained all there is to know about your species. Types, categories, characteristics, moves, abilities, and even your language. I learned it all, every single thing. I've spent my whole life studying and preserving your memory in my world, so I guess the Pokédex did have a use, in the end. Or that's what I thought. Once I arrived here, I discovered a completely different reality, and to my surprise, certain phenomena and anomalies not described in my sources started emerging. Something was silently twisting reality as we know it. Reality? What do you mean? Beyond the temporal paralysis caused by Dialga's descent into madness, there's something else that doesn't match my data. Just now, Celebi mentioned another Pokemon, Space's guardian, Palkia, Dialga's correct counterpart. If the world is still under this whole chaos and still hasn't manifested, it's sure to assume that this Pokemon is no longer among us all. Or at all, probably. If so, then their absence should have had some kind of impact on your world too. Dialga's alienation resulted in temporal flux interruption. Therefore, their loss in some other way. I know what that could be. Espeon told me that the world's distribution changed short after the collapse occurred. What? There's no way. You say that was the direct consequence of Palkia's downfall? Well, I don't really know myself, but she said it seemed like certain areas had somehow swapped places. No, that makes sense. Dusk Forest, for example, seems to have been relocated, for it now stands in the middle of a desolated plain. Oh, well, that's a great theory. And you just said Espion? Yeah, she was the one who took care of me since I was little. She knew plenty of things too. Hey, are you sure she was an Espion? Wasn't she an Umbreon or another derived from Eevee's family instead? No, she was an Espion. She had psychic powers and she was extremely strong. Extremely strong, you say? Boy, do you even know? Where do Espions get their energy from? To be honest, I don't. It's from the sun. An Espion can barely fight if it's not exposed to solar energy for a long period of time. So, I was right. He never pretended to come back. Although that might have made it possible. What exactly? It's the singularity, reality itself. It's being altered as we talk. Not everywhere the singularity is select, but it's real. There's no doubt at all. However, my initial hypothesis regarding its origin has now become obsolete. I have to think through other possibilities. Could it be a joint side effect of both temporal paralysis and space's distortion? Or perhaps it could be the third and unmentionable Pokemon that forms that Trio's whim. Or is he talking about Giratina? Could also be talking about Giratina, yeah. Because, I mean, Giratina can open portals to at least the distortion world, so probably that's possible as well. Maybe it could even have its own motives. I need more hints in order to be able to elaborate on accurate hypothesis. Sorry, I'll keep theorizing later. Yes, you'll probably be wondering, how is it possible that I've been able to notice this phenomenon even without records of it, right? Honestly, I'm not. I've lost the thread a while ago. I'd prefer you let me make more questions about other stuff. Well, that's because I've also experienced it with my own flesh. I now possess a special ability even as a human. Isn't that impressive? This world won't cease to surprise me. I'd never go back to mine. Even if it's just the shadow of what it used to be, it's absolutely astounding. Wow, that's kinda sad, somehow. I never thought I'd be thankful for being born in such a gloomy reality. Was life in their dimension really that miserable? Poor humans. And what are you able to do? Throw fire, spit poison maybe? No, I can see the past. I have visions that allow me to visualize your world before the catastrophe happened. I've called it the Dimensional Scream. Yes, for real? What a surprise. And what did you see exactly? Describe it in detail. Well, the truth is, I just have been able to use it once. I still don't really know how to do so, and it's not like I saw too much either. But there were colors, plenty of them. I couldn't feel wind or rain in my skin due to the fact I wasn't really there, but... Rain? What is that? Well, it occurs when accumulated gases H2O surpasses the minimal temperature threshold bearable by. Water falls from the sky, in the shape of drops. Raindrops. Wow, that's so cool! I want to see it and even feel it too. Then you're also willing to revert the situation, I assume? Of course, it's my dream and all of my friends too. I have to keep moving forward for them all. I see. I'm also determined to do it. As much as I'm fascinated by the singularity, it's not remotely worth all the suffering and pain you're all going through. But do you actually know what you're getting into? I feel like you're ignoring the true implications of your goal. Look, why don't you go find Sylvie? She must have calmed down already. She will be able to explain it, just as it is. You'll find her perspective to be much more interesting than mine. After all, this is your world, not mine. Alright. Oh, and just one last thing. My name is... Human told Trico the name. Oh, wow. It's a very cool name. I'll remember it. What was that? Those were my friends. Why did they all attack me? This is supposed to be my own mind, right? Here lay my deepest thoughts, but I've never thought of them as enemies. At least before. Why am I spitting such nonsense? They're just vague and intrusive thoughts. I have to overcome them. Only I rule inside my inner mind. Oh, there's a Kangaskhan rock up there, so they exist here as well. Well, I'll rest for a while and then I'll think what to do. Taking breaks sounds like a good idea. Well, that's not quite a Kangaskhan rock. That's just a dead Cresselia. Yeah, this isn't a Kangaskhan rock. Not at all. I don't get what was wrong with that Sableye. This place is slowly taking away my sanity. It's like some kind of mental eroding. Why is your memory now tormenting me? Is it because I wasn't able to help you all? I'm sorry. Forgive me. I just can't do more. I wish we could be all together again. I wish all this was just a bad dream. Oh, it's you. I don't know what else they said, but if I were you, I'd keep my distance from one of their kind. They get corrupted, lie, and betray with great ease. I've seen it too many times. They're just waiting their chance to do so. Well, I guess you must have lived through much more than me and you'll have more experience, but I wasn't here either when all that happened, so I'll judge their actions myself in order to create my own opinion regarding humans' true nature. I feel like I owe it to them. I appreciate your advice, but I want to see which are their true intentions for myself. Fine, as you wish. It's not like I cared about what you would decide to do anyways. Now that I think about it, how's that you brought me here if you can't stand them? You already knew each other, didn't you? Yeah, they helped me out once. It's the least they could do after all the damage humans has caused us in the past. They possess a very advanced healing tech. Potions, or so do they call them. They are much more effective than berries. I thought they could save you. I see. Thanks. I owe you a lot, too. By the way, you also want to change history, right? What? Not at all. What awful ideas did they put into your head? I'll teach them to mind their own business. No, it's nothing like that. That was always been my intention. No one persuaded me about it. Do you even know what you're talking about? Yeah, or so I thought. In fact, they've told me to come here and ask you about it. They said I'd find your perspective much more interesting. I see. They're all scum. They didn't even have the courage to tell you, right? I doubt it was due to... Listen carefully to everything I'll say. I won't repeat it again. Something like that is impossible. Even if I wanted to help you travel in time, the Alga would never allow it. Their hold over time is far superior to mine, in order for you to understand how huge the difference is. If they controlled the ocean, I'd be the only one able to swim on it. But just that, nothing else. There's no way I'd be able to get ahead of them when trekking a passage of time. Passage of time? Wow. This alone is more than enough to quit trying. It'd be a piece of cake for them to stop me right on the spot. But let's imagine a miracle happens. The Alga messes around and we manage to arrive in the past. And what would you do once there? Do you even know the actual reason behind Temple Tower's collapse? Well, right now I don't. See, you know nothing. You're naive and way too reckless. But since I'm already halfway through it, I'll finish my explanation so you won't have to ask me about this ever again. Let's say you end up learning what you need to, and you actually start heading towards your goal, which won't be easy at all. But you finally do it. You save the world from the temporal disaster we are now in the middle of. Congrats! Do you know what fate awaits you now? Do you have the faintest idea? Maybe? Being happy? The fate... The fate that awaits you. What's wrong with her? Why did she suddenly start shivering? If you change history, you will disappear. I got distracted. I don't know for how long I've been looking at her. I'd better get going already. I need to escape from here before it's too late. Okay. I don't know why, but seeing her corpse makes me feel much more despair than usual. Who were you? Were you someone special, perhaps? I'm sorry. I'm sure it's my fault you've ended up this way. Alright, let's continue. If the trigger wouldn't be so broad, would be cool. Yes, would like to continue. Okay, they've all turned into shadows of themselves, basically. I want to check that room. Unfortunately, my turn is making it quite difficult. Okay, there are no stairs in there, so we're good. That's probably nothing, but stairs are here. There we have a monster house. Okay, stairs. We're good, we're good. So monster houses are also still present in this dungeon. Okay, yeah, and Sucker Punch exists. That is quite painful. I have to be a bit careful. You're not actually accidentally ending up dying. Like that, yeah. Okay, are stairs maybe just up here? Yeah, they are. Okay, no stairs in here, no stairs in here. Meaning they have to be somewhere... Oh yeah, they're here. Okay, I actually have to... Do I have to get rid of Gulpin? I do. But I can just shadow sneak into death. I want to try to avoid fighting as much as possible. Because again, for the most part, they are really powerful. I wouldn't be so cautious if they weren't, because on one attempt, which you didn't see because, well, I died somewhere in between, there was an Espion, and we're in Oblivion, there was an Espion who hit me for like over 230 with one hit. Anyways, yeah, we are in Oblivion. Enough already, please. I don't even know who were those. They resembled them, but they weren't them. Not anymore. Though I do no longer care. I just want to leave this place. It was about time. I've been waiting for you too long. Hey, Rampardos. Though you probably thought you wouldn't have to see me ever again, right? Who are you? I can't remember. You locked me in here and yet you don't even know who I am? I've got a score to settle with you, brat. Let me help you remember. By doing what I'm best at, I'll break your face all over again as many times as I need. So, where did we leave it last time? Well, whatever. Let's start from scratch. Okay, yeah, okay, what do I have? What do you do? Water stuff. Sleeps? Okay, I have one accident, one sleeps. He instantly woke up. That's not good. How does disable work on him? Okay. That works better. I accidentally hit him. Okay, Earthquake does not hit me at all, I think. Recovering really fast. But I can at least get one hit in. Oh shit. Do I have... No, I don't have any heal. I don't know if that does anything to him. I'm just gonna throw it anyways, and he returned to normal. Okay, that is bad. That is very, very bad. Maybe an Excise Seed? Okay, he recovered, but I can continue hitting him, and he recovered once again, but I'm slowly running out of disabled. I'm out of disabled. I have hypnosis in theory, but hypnosis is probably as unreliant as sleep seeds are. Okay, blinker seeds do work in some capacity though. Oh, okay, that is bad. That is bad. I'm dead. Such pain. Well, have you had enough already? Or do I have to keep smacking you around for you to finally remember? I guess it was a forced loss. No, I already did. You are the reason I'm now trapped in here. Rampardos. That should be my line instead, don't you think so? I guess you and I aren't that different after all. We're both recluded in here because of the other. To be honest, I still can't remember it all clearly. How did we exactly end up like this? That said, you fight like a puny weakling. There's no way I'd be able to empathize with you in that aspect. Well, what's wrong? What's it to you? If you're that strong, how's that you're locked in here with a wimp like me? No, that's not what I meant. I'm not talking about whether you're more or less powerful in physical terms. No. What I'm trying to point out is the way you face your battles. What? What exactly is wrong about it? Disable, hypnosis. Those are moves only a coward would use. And a helpless one indeed. Your strategy shines when your partners are able to finish up the job for you, right? Instead of winning by surpassing your foes, you weaken them first so that others can do the dirty job. Disgusting! I'm not like that at all. Quit lying. You know nothing about me. Oh, aren't you? And what did you try to do just now? What did you try to do to stop me that last time? What's the pattern you followed almost every single time you've had to face a threat? Since you're pretending to not remember, I'll jog your memory for you instead. Also, I'm sorry, but my voice is slowly dying. So, I'm not able to do the voices as good as I was before. I mean, I've been sitting in this for almost 3 hours now. Anyways, the Driperia, for example. I don't even know how many times you used Disable against him. You probably ended up running out of power points. This situation was ideal for you. One enemy, plenty of allies. Of course you tried to paralyze him as much as you could. But what if it was the opposite? How would you act if you were the one being surrounded instead? Here we have the answer. At first glance, it looks like an equal fight. 6 Pokemon faced another 6. But it definitely wasn't. At least for you. At the start of the battle, you were standing at a really uneasy position. 3 of their Pokemon were faced upon you, letting aside your type matching, which didn't favor you either. This was not a situation you were determined to face on your own. And what did you do when you understood disabling them all wasn't a real option? You stepped back. You once again sought for your allies' support, hoping that others would do your part on top of theirs. Luckily for you, they did indeed possess a strong will, and you all managed to survive the battle thanks to that. You keep going for a while. I could keep going for a while, but you get what I'm saying, don't you? And it's not just the way you fight. Even your exploring skills show the lack of confidence you have in your own strength. What's that whole passing through walls thing? Did you really develop such ability instead of learning offensive moves? I didn't develop anything. I just used the tools I've always been given. Well, that's great. You'd be a fool if you didn't. And it always worked. Or almost always. However you slice it. That's the proof we're both talking right now. But your friends are not here anymore. And this vicious world consists of devouring or being devoured. So tell me, now that you're completely alone, who will devour others for you from now on? As you can see, your reality has suffered a drastic change since you've entered this place. I think it's already time for you to do so too. Come on, come with me, I'll grant you the strength you need to leave it all behind. Yeah, that's what I need. There's no reason for me to keep denying that the way I lived until now. I am. You're a great guy. Once this world shines again, let's keep exploring it together. No, I won't do that, Rampardos. You just want to perpetuate this darkness forever. I already made my decision. I want to change history. I want to save this world and their Pokemon. I didn't want it to come to this, but... You're going to hit me again? Is that the only thing you know how to do? If I only know how to flee, you only know how to harm. Your existence is just as plain and sad as mine is. So come on, beat me up again if that's what you desire. That won't make my decision change at all. That is true. I don't recall having a reason to fight you again. After all, we're inside your minds. It's impossible for me to kill you, Ian. Well, it was quite sure about that already, but he just confirmed it without even asking him. I guess that explains why he had access to all of those memories. But I can keep showing you the truth as I've been doing before. Listen to me until the end this time. That time you said that you had discovered you were afraid of something after meeting your friends, right? That you were afraid to lose someone you cherish. It's true, I remember it. I said that to the same voice I just listened. Liar, you've always lived in fear. The fear to lose your very own life, that is. It's that fear, that one which has pushed you to behave in such a cowardly way all this time. It's obvious. Lie to yourself as much as you want. Fill up your mouth with emotional and beautiful words. At the end, what truly remains are our acts. And there's no... There's no need for me to go through them again, right? Your very own survival is your priority. Everything else has always been expendable to you. That is not... But do you feel ashamed for thinking that way? You maybe feel like you betrayed the trust your comrades place in you. Life can be so ironic indeed. Rejoice, for you have nothing to regret at all. Those punks were never your friends. They had already deceived you even before you did. What are you... You never really wanted to change anything from the start. It was them and their charming dreams who managed to deepen inside your mind and corrupt your immaculate thoughts. But you always kept some of that logical and prudent desire, deep down the most hidden parts of your own being. Why do you think you had to fight them through your whole path here? It was your subconscious desperate attempt to knock some sense into you and save your skin. And if all that wasn't somehow enough for you to open your eyes, listen carefully to what I'll say now. There's this thing, just a tiny detail about all of this, that for some reason they forgot to let you know. You know what that is? Do you know what the minor setback, whose existence was never mentioned to you, is? What is it? If you go back in time and change history, without any doubt, you will die. And not just you. I would also die. All of the souls that reside within this timeline would forever vanish. Do you understand now? If the course of the events is altered and planet paralysis never gets to happen, this dark reality of ours will cease existing. And us with it too. No matter what you do, you won't be allowed to find happiness. You'll never be able to enjoy the colorful world you desire. Why would anyone want to throw their own life away just to meet such a tragic fate? It'd be best if you forgot about your crazy goal. As you can see, it's impossible to escape our fate. Resign yourself to living with that, what you've still got. It's the only thing you can do. Yes, is that true? Of course. It hurts me to know you're still doubt my word. I've been much more candid to you than anyone ever has ever been. Modifying the course of history would unleash obvious consequences in our era, and not exactly nice ones. It would not just be you the one. Wait, what? It would not just be you the one erased from history, but every single mon that still lurks around this gloomy world. It can't be. I wanted to help them all too. Would that be the outcome of such a huge effort? That every suffering soul would simply end up disappearing? It's exactly what I was trying to avoid when I raided your cave. I wanted to stop you all from committing such atrocity. How selfish of them. Don't you think so? Did they even think about other Pokemon's opinions on their wonderful plot? Of course they didn't. They took the law into their own hands. They purposefully ignored the chance that the other Pokemon would want to keep living like they did. They wanted to wrest their place in the world to everyone who still wanted to hold to it. Those like you and me, who only wanted to enjoy what we still had around. Yeah, I also used to think like that. And when they realized they wouldn't be able to make you cooperate the easy way, they hid it from you. They garnished their genocidal plan with the promise that you'd save the world. Such stupid nonsense. What's the point of freeing the world from darkness if there's no one alive to enjoy it? So, they already knew that, and still. But there's no need for me to continue. I can see it in your face. Will you accept my proposal now that you know the truth? Come on. I'll give you the power to protect the world from others like them. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Very well. You finally accepted who you are. Cry as much as you want now. Our reality is crude, but it's our duty to ensure no one nor anything keeps disturbing it anymore. I can't exit this place anymore, so I must beg you to assume my role on the physical plane. Serve Master Dialga and fight in order to preserve what you still have. Don't let them take it away too. There's no one besides you that I can ask this to. I know you're the only one who can defend our world. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes. I won't allow history to be changed. There's just no way I would. Thanks, from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad you understand the importance of our cause. Now, get ready to experience changes in your whole being. You'll leave behind everything you thought you knew before coming here, even your own name. You'll receive my blessing, my knowledge, and you'll take over me. And you'll live through strength as I also did. Yes, you'll be completely reborn. You'll be the keeper in charge of custodying the Scheiße. Man, words. Imperturbability, I guess. Anyways, of the time we live in. And the new name you'll receive will be none other than Dusclops. Dusclops, that will be me. And if you hesitate at some point, or you feel like your task is overwhelming you, be not afraid. I will always be inside of you and I'll guide you wherever you go. And now, without further delay, let your evolution begin. I have no intention to die here. I'll win and I'll go back with you all. For real? Can you promise that you will? I promise it is then. I'd never lie about something like this, or would I? No? Then trust me. I'll entrust you with my role. Lead them like only you know how to. Well, what are you talking about? You've already bet on us, haven't you? And let's begin too. Have faith in our success. You have no other option now. We definitely won't let them win. You know, Trico, before leaving everything behind, Tarkol told me that he did it to make your dream come true. For real? So he did it for me, then. Not just for you. He did it for us all. He said that dream of yours isn't just yours anymore. And that his sacrifice would help us thrive even if he wasn't here to see it. We all want it to become true. We all want to live in a world filled up with happiness. Gulpin does also share that feeling now. He just needed to find his own way to help. And regarding myself, I haven't yet found a certain resolution. However, what I'm totally sure about is that I want to help you until the end. I'll find something only I can do as well. Until that time comes, I hope we can keep working together. Fight, Trico. Don't let it all go to waste. Survive and keep living for them all. You know, I almost don't have anything to lose. The only thing I've kept from my friends is our dream. They all trusted me to guide them to it, and I won't let them down. I'll free this world from darkness, even if it's the last thing I ever do. Haven't you listened to anything what you've said before about disappearing after changing history? Please, answer to this sole question about that. The Pokemon from the time we traveled to would also disappear? Well, by the same logic, no, they wouldn't. Only this era and its inhabitants would be the ones to be erased from existence. Then I'll save the world and its people, even if they're not the ones I know. According to what you said, this timeline cannot be saved. And if we don't do anything, it won't be just this one. The world will keep collapsing in all of the previous ones. A huge amount of lives will still fade away as long as this situation is going on. Many more than the ones we'd lose instead. We've got to cut the chain that ties us to that ominous fate. Someone's got to end this rotten cycle. Only us, who know what will happen in advance, can avoid this disaster to occur in the past too. Maybe I'm being selfish, for my desires wouldn't just affect myself. I'd undoubtedly be dooming us all to disappear. But I believe it'd be even more selfish to deny a decent life to all those who will come after us just to survive, don't you think? I know the thought of dying horrifies you. Don't get me wrong, I'm also really scared of it. However, is this really the life you want to live forever? A miserable and dull one? To me, an ordinary Pokemon whose life will eventually arrive to its end, it certainly isn't. On the other hand, if I managed to change history, then my legacy would last forever, and I would allow others to live like I would have wanted to as well. All the happiness and hope that my success would bring outshines all the fear and anguish disappearing evokes me. You're lying! There's no way someone like you say to be exists in a world like this one. There's just no way! Darkness corrupts everyone, without exceptions! Hold on, that time he... Please, help. Oh yeah, help Duskull. He should be down there. Alright, there's another one, yeah. Does he really want me to help someone else before him? Do these kind of Pokemon still actually exist? They do. They do. It can't be. He really puts others' welfare above his very own, even on the verge of death. What kind of noble Pokemon? He was being serious since the start. Yeah, you're right. Your whole face got red suddenly. Yeah, don't worry. What's gotten into me? But what about all those things you wanted to see and experience? What about the sun and the rain? Huh, so she was listening to our previous conversation from here then. You really don't mind not being able to enjoy all that for yourself? Well, why'd you say that? Of course I'll be able to do so. Because once I go back in time, everything will be waiting for me. I'll be able to experience it while I carry out my mission. It'll be amazing. True. You'd be satisfied with that alone? With experiencing it for so little and such a distressing situation? Could you be the one to... I see. I think I can trust your word. You know, if I didn't give up yet, if I kept living until now, it was because I was hoping that someone appeared. Someone who was able to fill me with courage and prove me wrong about my pessimistic view. Someone like you that is determined to give their own life for others. I still can't believe I found a Pokemon like you. You've made me remember the reason I'm still here for. The reason why I feared death for so long. I'm Celebi, the time travel Pokemon, and I couldn't leave this world before helping others in their attempt to save it. I was created for that reason. That's the meaning of my existence. I have to help you travel back to the past at all costs. And if I couldn't fulfill the task anymore, then I'd rather be dead instead. Thank you, Chico. I'll help you accomplish your dream. You can be sure about it. No, our dream. We now share the same resolve. Yeah, that feeling, I think I've now fully understood it. Thanks for making me remember it. Sharing the same dream. That sounds so romantic indeed. What am I even thinking about? It's not like he and I... Okay, good. I guess that also happens. She's such a weird one. Is she even listening to me anymore? Doesn't seem like she's at all. Fine. I'll go back inside so they can keep telling me about how the rest of the things I still... Yeah, wait, what? So they can keep telling me about the rest of the things I still don't know, if you don't mind. Ah, wait, I'm coming with you. Ah, that was great. Impersonating someone is always much easier and funnier than taking over a body. But I need Dialga alive. If both them and Dialga perished, who knows what Giratina would try to do this time. Stellaris granted them support to defeat the second one. I lost track of them. Maybe they're just rejoicing somewhere far away, enjoying the darkness I summoned for them, but I prefer to count with something able to keep them at bay. They're quite unpredictable. It somehow reminds me of him. I think I've played his character quite well. I've got no clue where the real Rampardos must be, but now he'll always carry him around. That will grant me control over him even while I'm not around. Though the magnificent manipulation he's been victim of in there should be more than enough already. I slightly modified his memories so that my halfway truth seemed much more appealing. I've slowly reduced his ability to reason as he kept making progress through my nightmare. And I even made him confront his old companions while he was at it. Sublime. Anyone would act like he did in the past. Anyone with half a brain, that is. But I don't need another tactician like I am. I need a strong piece that moves towards the direction I desire. And I know he'll be from now on. He's got so huge potential for it. Although, truth be told, I'm worried about the conditions he's evolved in. Might bring some unwanted side effects with him. Evolution is a phenomenon through which one's Pokemon's matter is reorganized and reconstructed almost completely. Therefore, if said Pokemon were to lose a part of its body before committing to do it, that could carry unexpected consequences onto their next evolutionary stage. Or it could not. I assume it must also depend on the chosen evolution method, which doesn't sound too promising. This one wasn't exactly too orthodox. But I can't do more for him. I'm going to be busy for a while. He'll have to manage by himself for now. Good luck, my new agent. I have great expectations placed on you. Are you sure of what you've seen? Of course, I'm telling you, Pokemon suddenly appeared in one of the cells. And what did he look like? It was bigger than us, but not much more. It was unconscious when I first found it. Look, we've arrived already. There it is. What the hell is this Pokemon? I'd never seen something similar. It seems to be a ghost type, like us, but still, it kinda creeps me out. We should tie them up before. It's awakening. Its face, what's wrong with it? Who are you and what are you doing here? Sableye, I see. That should save me some time. I'm Dusclops, and you'll be under my command from now on. What? What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? You claim to be Lord Rampardos' replacement? Where is he at? We haven't been able to find him since we assaulted that cave. That's because he's not here anymore. I swallowed him. He now lives inside me. You killed him? You killed our powerful lord on your own? He no longer exists physically. Interpret it as you want. I don't even remember how everything happened. The only thing I know is that I'll serve Master Dialga from here on out. Something tells me they are nearby. Perhaps on top of this very same structure. That's all for now. I'll go pay my respects. Do as you wish until I'm done. It can't be Lord Rampardos. I hear a voice. Master Dialga, is that you? Is your voice the one calling out for me? I'm almost there. I beg you to kindly await my arrival. Such a majestic figure, merged with the very same darkness. Greetings, Master Dialga. My name is Dusclops, and I'll fervently serve you henceforth. I beg your pardon. You had already anticipated my arrival, and it was yourself, the one who originally requested my services. I feel so honored. I'll make sure to live up to your expectations. I promise I'll accomplish my role with great diligence. Darkness, deserters must be eliminated. There's no other way. There never was. Yes, I know history must remain unchanged. I'll ensure everything runs its course, as it has always done. I'll be pleased and take great pride in watching over your interests, Master Dialga. Dustclops. Lord Dustclops, I finally found you. We were about to proceed with silence, Sableye. Your former lord did not teach you discipline. I'm attending Master Dialga at this very same moment. Attending? Is he perhaps talking to them? My deepest apologies for this sudden intrusion. I'll educate them properly so that it doesn't repeat over again. Yes, I am at fault indeed. I must learn how to properly apply my leadership skills. That'll be my first task then. But who the heck is he talking to? I know Master Dialga's right there, and we still keep worshipping them, but ever since they adopted that form, we've been unable to communicate with them. Very well, I'll start immediately. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh shit. I hope you have a proper reason to interrupt the way you did. Yeah, you see, to welcome you and to celebrate your incoming prosperous leadership, as Sableye have prepared a big surprise. A surprise? You have the time to organize such a thing? Yeah, the thing is, we recently eliminated the only group of insurgents that remained active around here. The surprise was originally meant to be for our former lord, but... well, as it seems like he won't come back, we thought you'd be the best option to give it to instead. I see. It'd be a fine way to start commanding them, and I'd be truly thoughtful as to ignore their petition. Fine, I'll follow you. Let's see what you've prepared for me. Great, I'm sure you'll love it. It's a little far from you, but it'll be worth the effort. Whoa, this is such a surprise. Not only, you've willingly accepted the fate that awaits us if we manage to succeed, but you've also convinced Celebi to help us both. That's something. Hey! I never said I would help you. Don't get the wrong idea. The fact I've changed my mind doesn't mean you and I get along together now. We're just on the same side, that's all. Fine, fine, as you wish. Wait, did you say awaits us? You would also disappear? Yeah, I understand you may find it weird. I come from another world, right? However, there are two concepts to get straight here. One is our separate timelines, and the other one is our different dimensions. When I say I come from another world, I mean it in a spatial way, not the temporal one. I came here thanks to Palkia after all. This doesn't mean every human on my dimension will end up disappearing. Our existences are now parallel to each other. But in my case, the moment I decided to minimally influence this world's order, I'm afraid I aligned myself both spatially and temporally with you all. Therefore, the best is to assume that I'll also disappear if we accomplish our goal. The chances are 99%. I didn't fully understand your whole explanation, but it's alright. I'm sorry you've been involved in all this mess. Don't worry. This is 1,000 times more interesting than the place I come from. I'm living the dream. So, now we're clear about that. Let's start explaining to you how we've got to this point. First of all, you do know what caused Planet's paralysis, don't you? Yeah, it was Temple Tower's collapse, right? Correct. This downfall was due to Dialga's loss of reason. But this collapse, unlike what might be expected, wasn't sudden, but gradual instead. The world started showing symptoms of it way before it all happened. Symptoms? What do you mean? Pokemon started to become more and more aggressive, proportionally to set Tower's state's degradation. English. It seems that during the moments that preceded that disaster, the world suffered an abnormal crime spree. And besides that, after its collapse, not every place's time became paralyzed simultaneously. The hidden land, the place where Temple Tower was presumably located before, was the first one to be affected. My theory is that, in fact, we are standing on it right now. I've been working on it while you were talking out there. Whoa, guess that has something to do with the whole world spatial relocation stuff we discussed before. As I was saying, this catastrophe had a clear epicenter. From this place outwards, time started paralyzing immediately. And that is what there'd be to expect. However, there's a very curious detail about this. There are 5 places that seem to be the last ones to have suffered time paralysis. And all of them shared one same attribute. Which one? All of them hid within them an ancient artifact known as time gear. Time gear? Yes, at first it was believed that each one of them made time flow in the area surrounding them. Another popular belief said that that if all of them were stolen, time would completely paralyze, just like now. For real? Or at least that's what everyone thought. But I can prove otherwise. You see, those time gears are the key to this whole mess. They should have never been occupying those 5 places. They've never belonged there. The enormous spatio-temporal energy that they released wasn't containable by conventional methods. A vessel was needed to do so, a huge one. In fact, maybe as big as a whole tower. Temporal towers collapse. Weird temporal tower catalysts that seem to be out of place. Do you get it already? That's it! Those time gears were initially located at Temporal Tower. It may seem a bit obvious, but I can assure you that it wasn't for any of the past era's Pokemon. And at the same time, Temporal Tower needed these energy channelists in order to sustain itself. It was some sort of symbiosis. Both were vital for the other to function properly. I haven't understood the last part. I get the tower stuff, but the time gears remain active anyways, didn't they? Oh, that's right. I did skip the first part of the explanation. Sorry. The time gears contained so much energy that they ended up altering the temporal flux of the areas that they were placed at. No, it'd be more accurate to say they overloaded them. That's why they were able to resist some more after the collapse. And the same way, I dare to say that, sometime after their insertion, removing them would cause the opposite effect. You mean that, when extracted, time would stop only around those areas? Indeed, seems like you're getting it now, although this is just a mere assumption. So, as you must have deduced too, our mission when traveling to the past wouldn't be other than gathering the 5 time gears and taking them to Temple Tower. That way, we'd stop planet's paralysis, and we'd change history forever. Whoa. Did I miss anything, Celebi? No, you freak me out every time. I barely explained you the basics, and yet I can't help it, sorry. But there is something that I still can't figure out about all this. To start off, what is the reason behind the time gear's relocation? I can only guess that something moved them on their own. But what exactly? Or who? Is there such thing as a Pokemon determined to plunge its own world into darkness? No, something like that is unthinkable. I believe in Pokemon's true kindness. I'd bet my life on that. But someone must have at least spread the rumor that removing the time gears was very dangerous. Or maybe one of them was stolen at some point and the possible consequences brought them to that conclusion? Either way, it seems too convenient. I doubt all that was just a mere coincidence. I'll keep searching for an answer to this, but until I find it, I'll keep my suspicions for myself. Yeah, it's just that, suspicions. Hey, are you alright? Your expression suddenly changed. Oh, yeah, no need to worry. I usually frown when I concentrate too much. Well, finding the 5 time gears and returning them to their original vessel. It's easier said than done. Most of those were under a powerful guardian's custody in the past, and even if we defeated them all, the very same Dialga will probably be awaiting us at Temple Tower's summit. Do we actually count with enough resources as for facing all those obstacles? Well, I don't have any offensive potential, so I strongly doubt the fighting part will end up falling on me somehow. Celebi, you're a legendary Pokemon. Shouldn't we trust your strength? Well, you shouldn't trust me in any case. And no, I'm not strong enough to defeat so many foes on my own. What a problem. I still hadn't thought about the fighting part. I love Pokemon, but regarding their battles, well, I get tired just by watching them. Well, I'll do it. I'll fight against them all. I'll strengthen myself enough to beat every one of them. So, Celebi, I have a favor to ask you. Yes? What's it about? Did Celebi just blush? It's the first time I've ever seen her react that way. Oh, so that... Help me evolve. Hey, I know I'm a legendary mon and all that stuff, but, you are asking too much of me. That's completely impossible. No, it's not. Not if we're lucky enough. No, it's not just luck, it's many more things. It's a combination of diverse factors. If the singularity favors us, then nothing is impossible. The singularity? What are you talking about? It's quite complex to explain. You've never let me do so. So anyways. But Trigo is right. It's certainly not impossible. I wish I had enough strength to protect them all back then. But that wasn't the case. Right now, I'm weak. I'm too small to accomplish such a big dream. I have to be stronger. I have to live up to the greatness of our goal. So, please, Celebi, tell me what I have to do in order to evolve. Well, if you ask me that way, before Pokemon went to evolve to a place known as Luminous Spring. But, as you'll understand by its name, that place has nothing to offer anymore. There's no light to that. Please take me there. I know I can do it. I know I can evolve. I must be capable of doing so. And once I knew someone who wouldn't stop repeating to me that I'd remain a Trico forever. That same Pokemon would also laugh at me because of my dream. Mine and all of my friends' one. I want to show him how wrong he was. That I'm much more capable than he ever believed I'd be. But the way I see it right now, if I'm unable to evolve, unable to do something I should naturally be capable of, then I'll never be able to reach a goal no other Pokemon has ever managed to achieve. It's a trial I must overcome in order to change my fate. I must be able to change my own fate before even considering to change everyone's too. Well said, very well said. Let's do it. Hey, I'm the one who asked it to. Don't make that decision yourself. But the truth is, you've yet again managed to move me, my dear Trico. Alright, we'll head there. We lose nothing just for trying, at least this time. Thanks. Thank you again, Celebi. I promise I won't let you down. Don't worry about that. There's no need for you to swear such a thing. What a funny pair. Here, it's right here, my lord. We've just arrived. Oh well, we've almost done so. The surprise is waiting at the end of this dungeon. May I ask why have you all prepared a surprise so far away and at the deepest part of a dungeon? You see, the thing is that Lord Rampardos absolutely loved fighting. And to ensure he'd be in a great mood right before showing him our surprise, we prepared it here. We found it fascinating to head into the dungeon and to slaughter every single Pokemon he encountered in there, as they just wouldn't stop spawning. It was like an endless playground for him. How vicious. He didn't seem so evil when I met him inside me. least that I remember. But if the situation required it, he could also cross through them in a flash. I'll go ahead now. I want to help the rest with the last tweaks. But I'm sure that Lord Dustclops won't have any problem to clear this dungeon on their own. No, of course I won't. In fact, this is a perfect time to test this new body of mine. And I'm very much surprised by the length of this hack, because I've been recording for like 3.5 hours now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna split this into multiple parts, but yeah, I'm too lazy to just split them not in. But I don't know. English is hard. Anyways, let's just get through here. We did lose our. Okay, first off, we're called Minen. What moveset do we have? Okay, we do still have our moveset, but our name has changed to Minen. That is just straight up wrong. But it seems to only be the nickname that's wrong. The rest appears to be fine. So yeah, that's fine, I guess. Hello? I did get the punch move, right? Yes, I can set Ice Punch. Also not very effective. How about Shadow Punch? I mean, it is sap, so I assume it's better. Set. Okay, they have IQ skills. That makes it quite annoying. As I... Okay, I'll tell you. Did this waste? Yeah, it actually did waste 4 of my power points. Ah, come on. Ah, schöne Scheiße. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Yeah, good. Alright, we're back on floor number 3 and now on floor number 4. Yeah. That's actually my first healing item. Enemies can be quite dangerous, but if I don't step on a trap like I did before when I fainted, I should be good for the most part, I guess. The trap was just a bit annoying, and IQ skills are as well. Very, very annoying from time to time. And I'm also already out of power points on Shadow Punch. Okay, I'm gonna let that one pass and stairs. Alright, 11 damage from Mud Bomb, not that much. I'm lucky it didn't lower my accuracy. Okay, that's just directly connected, and that is Stun Spore. I do have Will-O-Wisp actually. Ah, you're right, I'm paralyzed. Makes sense that I can't do stuff. He also has Intimidator. That's something. And Ice Punch was... Okay. I mean, it's completely my fault that I stepped on the same trap twice, but... Man! Do I even have moves now? Nope. Oh wait, it disabled Shadow Punch, not Shadow Sneak. I'm stupid, I just wasted Max Elixir. Yeah, I should have just read correctly. Would have saved me quite some time. But, oh well. It is what it is. Gonna take that one with me, though. Come on! And you're throwing rocks at me. Can you stop doing that, please? Thank you. Okay, 4 damage from nature's gift, or natural gift. Ice punch should... Okay, never mind. Alright, I can't regular attack this one. Kind of close, kind of close. But we go to the stairs. And you just threw oh, okay, that's kind of... Why are you throwing food at me? I assume that grimy food is the same as like a georock or something? I mean, I guess so, that's basically the only explanation I have for that, but... Anyways, yes, this is the way it should have always been. My current strength is much bigger than before. I no longer need to use cheap tricks nor trespassing walls. I'll defeat my enemies by fighting them head on. It'd be best if I resumed my duty already. I'll satisfy my underlings' demands and I'll put them to work right after. I'm so sure that they're going to try to assassinate me. Anyways, onwards we go! I'm probably still gonna be mining. Yeah. Okay. What was that kind of sound? Okay. They all line up. That's annoying. But I don't know if Shadow Sneak will do that, exactly. Unfortunate. Alright, back at floor number 2. Mugs do still exist. But it shouldn't be too bad. Bullet Punch did crit us. Of course, Ice Punch missed. Let's do it again. Got him. Nothing particularly bad happened. Okay. You know, to be honest, I would kind of appreciate having the possibility to walk through walls. I don't think that's a bad trade at all. Okay, yeah, just continue spamming your moves, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Don't really care about the rest. Let me just down. Okay. I got poisoned from the food. That's just a tiny bit annoying, but it should actually be good as this is a rather small floor layout, so stairs should be right here. Exactly. Sandstorm. Alright. Okay, out of power points on Shadow Sneak. Not a huge deal. And on to floor number 5. Okay, floor number 6. That is 6th atmosphere. Alright, I can't use super effective. Why can I not? I'm kind of confused right now. Why I wasn't able on to use super effective moves there. But, oh well. Of course. Oh, and of course he has Intimidator. I will actually heal myself now to, you know, not die. Okay, he uses Bind again. He uses Mirror Shot. Alright. And we are also back up to speed. Alright, and we do appear to be through. Sealed Ruin Pit. Okay, well that's Spiritomb. Oh, they really try to murder us. Cool. There's nobody here. What is going on here? It's just us. Who's there? Show yourself. This is our territory. We'll have no mercy on intruders. Oh, I see. It's just like... Get ready. Huh. What? Why aren't you trapped? I attacked at the same time as you. Our moves have counteracted each other. But above all, it's thanks to being able to anticipate your strategy despite not having noticed you in time. Even though I couldn't see you, I was sure that you would try to hit me from my blind spot. Because it's exactly what I, myself, would have done before as well. Us, Spiritomb, have been discovered. Help, Saberline, we're switching to plan B. Lord Dustclops, how nice to see you. Did you like our surprise? Enough crude mockeries. What is the reason for all of this? What do you mean by reason? You're not our lord. Nobody has chosen you to be so. Our one and only lord is Lord Rampardos. Give him back, wretch. He was a reliable leader. We admired him with all our soul. And you killed him. You are the last Pokemon we would worship as our new lord. Exactly, you are not their lord. We are the best candidates. Look at yourself, a single soul against our 108. And you don't even share the dark type with the others here. Our harmony is superior. I've been betrayed. Again. You were supposed to simply obey me. But it's not their fault. Not at all. It's only mine, for being so considerate of others and their darn innocent feelings. These Pokemon will harm, deceive, and even kill without hesitation if they must do to survive. What was I even thinking? Kindness should be nothing more than a tool to persuade others. Prolonging it more than necessary will only make me appear weak in their eyes. That's why I ended up in this situation. I'm tired of absurd morality. I too will embrace the rules by which the world I intend to protect is ruled. Yes, I will make them understand by force, what I could never achieve through empathy. Goodbye, Dustclops. Well, time to beat up some Sableye. Let's see, we are... I can throw a rock. That's one dead. I just hope they're not all gonna start spamming Fury swipes. Because that's just gonna take a ton of time. Oh, they have Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw is actually not that bad of a move from them. You know Sucker Punch. The only annoying thing is that I don't have any healing. I think I should probably get rid of Spiritomb now. Oh shit. Okay, I really need to get rid of Spiritomb. Okay. If you don't attack with Shadow Claw, 1 HP. Okay. Good, good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. He's so strong. It's not just his attacks, he's also outstandingly tough. You! Why won't you fall? We are 114 against 1. Oh man, he's vibing. Sableye, I won't forget this. Your punishment will come in accordance with the severity of your actions. And you, Spiritomb. Please, don't kill us. We're just a small harmless stone. Sableye, what is your connection to this individual? They are one of our allies. Even if they weren't part of our main forces, they provided us with intel and support. I see. Another sidekick who tried to take my place. Then? Spiritomb, from now on, you... will obey me, and just me. That's just straight up thumbnail material, man. Was I clear enough? Yeah. And if you happen to breach this order, I'll trace you. I'll find you. And I'll exterminate you. I won't grant you another chance. Okay. Very well then. But generally, this is awesome art this hack has. Like, really awesome art. Anyways, the same applies to you all. Now, get on your feet already. My closest subordinates cannot be this weak. Yes. I must assume that you currently conform the entirety of my main forces. Indeed. We are the only ones who survived the last operation we carried out. But we got other contributors, such as Porygon or, well, it's just the Porygon, and that Spiritomb now. Our previous Lord slaughtered the rest. No problem, you will be more than enough. You will go and inform them about this status update, but before you do, you will undergo an infernal training. You must make up for your scar's numbers by improving your individual prowess. That will do as for your punishment. Just that? Yes, however, you already know what will happen if you try anything funny once again, right? I won't hesitate to exterminate you all, if you give me enough reasons to do so. Any objection? No, of course not! Long live the Lord Dustclops! Alright. And thus, Dustclops, who was vilely manipulated to serve an absent Dialga, completely earned his new subordinate's respect through a mighty and terrific authority exhibition worthy of that who he succeeded. After this, darkness forces significantly grew in strength. However, those who resisted on behalf of Time's resurrection would not be left behind. Luminous Spring! Finally, we're here! I'm always in distress while I'm here. I don't think I'll ever understand what's so fun about exploring. If it bothers you that much and you're so annoyingly weak, why don't you just stay alone in your cave? Human stupidity won't ever cease to surprise me. And besides that, if you hadn't come along us, this would have been the perfect opportunity to be alone with Trico. On top of being so brave, he's very strong too. He made it look so easy to explore alongside this drag. It would have been wonderful, him and I exploring together, without anyone else around. I just feel so excited every time I'm next to him. I'm gonna tell him how impressed I am. Trico, you! No way, I got distracted and they left without me. We're up here, Celebi. I already knew it. I don't need you to guide me. So this is the famous luminous spring. Yes, but as Celebi said, it doesn't emanate light anymore. We should find it another name more in line with its current situation. I got it. What do you think about the not so luminous, ominous spring? It's catchy, and it sounds as creepy as it now looks. Don't you think so? Such an awful taste. Shut up already. We didn't come here to listen to your foolish ideas. Oh, I think it was pretty good. Oh, it's right there, isn't it, Celebi? Yeah, take a few more steps and you'll be at the exact place. Once you're there, you should hear a voice. A voice? Yes, the very same Spring's voice. It'll guide you through the evolution process. But if you weren't able to hear anything, that will mean the luminous spring no longer. Alright, here I go. So, can you hear anything? There's no voice at all. It was obvious that the same way water doesn't gush from it anymore. Luminous Spring's heart ceased beating a long time ago. But we all knew that before coming already. Just making it here won't be enough. Trico, what will you do now? Will you be able to change your own fate, just like you claimed? It can't be over just yet. Come on, please, I'm begging you now, Luminous Spring. Make me evolve. Grant me the strength to change this world's fate. I see. My thoughts alone are not enough. Then I'll talk it back loud and clear. If your voice is unable to reach me, then it'll be mine, the one to do so with you instead. You won't give up that easily, huh? I have thought my entire life. I fought to see the sun shining up in the sky again. I've dreamt of that very day, ever since I can remember. I've always kept thriving for the same ideal, and sharing it with those I consider my family. It's the only thing that allows me to smile in a world like this one. But now they aren't here anymore, and only I remain. If you're there, please, Luminous Spring, have mercy on me. Give me the strength to honor the memory. Grant me the strength I need to give a meaning to their deaths, and give it to me, I beg you. I need it for the sake of them all. Let me honor the sacrifice, from the first to the last. Espion, Cherub, Gulpin, Plusle, Minen, Diglett, Torkob, and Duskull, every single one of their deaths are my burden. Please grant me the strength I need for their weight not to crush me anytime in the future. If you give it to me, then I won't disturb you anymore. I won't cry anymore, and I'll dedicate myself to my mission in both heart and soul. Make me evolve, Luminous Spring. It's the only request I have and will ever ask for. What a gentle soul. You've got my friend. I can't understand how someone like you was born in such a shady world. You've got a huge heart, Trico. Whatever happens, I take pride on it. And keep fighting alongside us with your head held high. Don't give up on your dream just yet. Celebi? What is she? Please, if you're still there, if you remain asleep in the deepest part of this pond, take this present, impregnated with temporal energy. Go back in time, return to those joyous and happy days. And come back to life, Luminous Spring. Shine one last time for the one who has attained to bright up mine through these dark times. A chrono veil. Is she perhaps offering an equivalent exchange to the singularity? Is something like that even possible? No, Celebi, stop it. There must be another way. If you do that, then you will no longer... Let your Tesseract begin. Well, there shines a light. A voice emanates from somewhere. You who seek awakening. This is Luminous Spring. Do you seek a new evolution? It worked. My emanating voice has awakened Luminous Spring. Yes, I want to evolve. I do whatever it takes. Trico. Though what form you shall take remains unknown, will you evolve regardless? Yes, I don't mind that. I just want to be stronger. Let us begin. Trico is undergoing change. What is this energy that overwhelms me? I feel like every fiber of my being is being tweaked. It's almost as if I was going to explode. Guys, are you watching? I'm going to make it. The first step towards a brighter tomorrow. Trico's appearance changed. Reptile! Woo! Oh, never mind, Grovile. Trico evolved into Grovile. I still find the German name better. Anyways. Trico. No, Grovile, you've made it. You've managed to change your own fate. No, I promise it. I shall not cry ever again. Yes, that's my new name then. Thanks, Luminous Spring. I'm in debt to you. The time I've been granted has come to an end. Therefore, I must now return to my eternal rest. May fortune be on your side, brave one. Luminous Spring, I'll fight for you as well from now on. Granted, huh? Hey, where is Celebi? Don't tell me that. Celebi! Celebi, what have you done? Are you alright? Darn it, I should have imagined it. It awakening in a suspiciously sudden way. Please, talk to me, Celebi. Please stay with us. He's... Oh my fucking god. He's so handsome. Hehehehe. What? Speak a bit louder, please. I can't hear what you're saying. Grovile, I think she's alright. There's no need to worry. She had nothing to do with what happened. She must have fainted from excitement, I guess. You know her already. Bro, just let... Bro, just had to fucking drop. Oh, I see. I feel the worst. I'll let her sleep some more then. That was a bit too gross. Do you think the singularity helped me awaken it? Who knows? It's quite possible. But either way, this event will help me make progress in my research. I think I'm getting really close to discovering its true nature. Now I only need to contrast this world's data with another one's where the singularity doesn't have any influence. And that means, exactly, if we manage to time travel to the past, I'll be able to conclude it. We are really close, partner. Partner, huh? Yeah, now us three are partners. Forgive me, I couldn't, just when I was starting to get used to his presence. Oh man, that's alright, there's no problem. They explained me everything already. It can't be. Did they snitch on me? How stupid can they be? Do humans understand nothing at all? Grovile, you've put me into big trouble. Whatever, let's go. We've already rested enough. We should go back to the cave to set our next objective. Can't lose any time, because I've also promised it. Yeah, let's go. Unprecedented. This is simply unprecedented. I don't even know where to start. right after finishing reinforcing the seal that suppresses the alga, which exhausts me completely. And when I was just about to enjoy some deserved quality time in my obscure world, I've ran into this spatio-temporal mess caused by the only threat I've not been able to suffocate yet. Letting aside the absurd reasons she's got to make evolve that insignificant orphan, which could be more childish and embarrassing. How is it possible that there is a human being in my immaculate world, from which this dimension has this inferior creature escaped? It's staining every spot it steps in. But that's not even the most annoying thing of them all. No, what truly disgusts me is the fact that puny slack-off brain thinks it'll be able to figure out the Singularity's mysteries before I do. Does it really think it can get to underestimate something I've not even started to sketch about yet? Not in a million years, Monferno's ugly semblance. You can't compare yourself to the mind that orchestrates everything that happens in this entire world. Never. Don't you dare trample my figure and my prestige ever again. I'll kill you if you do. Calm down, Darkrai. You're far superior to any other thinking mind, Pokemon or human. Yeah, I was just plain bragging. It's probably making basic mistakes in its theoretical reasoning. But just in case, and in order to stop all of your futile efforts, I'll make sure you get what you deserve for irritating me to this spot. Yes, I know the perfect way to do so, given your characteristics. Just getting rid of you won't be enough. You must suffer an indescribable amount of agony for the huge affront you've committed. You seem to have a high regards, both your mind and your knowledge, don't you? In that case, I've got something prepared for you, a fate worse than death. Until the proper conditions for your punishment are given, I'll be observing you, filthy vermin. Keep laughing and having fun in this world you're not part of, while you still can. Okay, bro. Good. There's no better way to train than punishing their body to the limit. This way, their capacities will exponentially improve. As for me, well, I've never felt better. I don't think I need to increase my strength for the time being. But still, I feel like I'm missing something. Something that was essential to me. What was it? And why can't I remember it? Well, never mind. If it really was that important, I perfectly know what's the reason for this feeling. Oh, yeah, we know that place. Huge crack. It clashes too much with such a well-preserved area like this one. I guess some really powerful Pokemon must have done it in a fit of anger. It was me. What? A voice like this one? That emerges deep within my guts. Master Dialga, was it you? Was it you the one who did it? No, I am the one you imprisoned inside you. Rampardos? Is it you the one who's speaking to me? My lord. My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt my own class sessions, but Sableye are really tired. We request a brief break if you'd be so kind to... Denied. Who gave you permission to cease honing and drag yourself here? I mean... You've disobeyed me. You've profaned our agreement. Do you understand the consequences of your actions? Don't do it, please. Very well. You won't die this time. But in return, when everyone finishes honing their claws, you will stay here and fix the whole disaster you see back there. All that? By myself? Is there any problem? Would you perhaps desire a different punishment? No, not at all, sir. That's what I thought. Now go back to your place. Oh, you're quite the tyrant now. My warmest congrats, brat. Rampardos. What else do you want from me? Our debt is already settled. I'm pleasantly serving Master Dialga. Debt? Pah, you owe me nothing. You deserve to know the truth. That's it. But I asked you to live through strength. Remember? That was my last request. And I'm somehow not fulfilling it. I've left all weakness and cowardice behind. I do no longer dispose of crippling moves. I've renewed almost my entire move arsenal. And I've even given up on my intangibility while being a ghost type. I am no longer the brat you once knew. Did you perhaps not see it? I defeated each and every one of your old followers. I'm extraordinarily strong. Of course I did. I'm always watching everything you do. And that's the reason why I must once again remind you who are you supposed to be succeeding? You defeated a bunch of confused samurai and some spooky rubble? Congratulations! I devoured entire dungeons. You're in no position to content yourself with the current state. I said it before, right? Take a look at that disaster you were talking about. That's the strength you must aim for. I won't stop tormenting you until you chase after it. Being strong and living through strength are completely different concepts. No matter how much you try to ignore it, that crack does also exist inside you. And it'll break you if you don't act soon. They both represent the huge difference that still exists between us both. Shut up. I am strong, but what? What's stopping you from reaching that level? Perhaps you're afraid? Afraid of not being able to do it? No, shut up, Rampardos. So that's it. You're satisfied with being the shadow of what I once was? How disappointing. I really expected you to understand after our little talk. Deep down, you're still the same coward you've always been. Maybe I did wrong by trusting you. If you won't aim to surpass me in the future, then why do you cling so much to your stupid life in the present? Why are you that afraid, brat? Shut up, shut up, shut up! My lord, are you alright? May I know the reason why y'all have ceased honing? Well, you seem to be in a pinch, so we came by to see what happened. We were worried about you, Lord Dustclops. I see. That was unnecessary. I am perfectly fine. Fix this whole mess as a punishment. I don't want to see it ever again. Yeah. Be sure we will, my lord. I no longer have to do it on my own. Oh god. And those are the 5 main locations we must explore before leaving. Fogbound Lake, Underground Lake, Crystal Lake, Limestone Cavern and Tree Shroud Forest. Do you know how to get to them all? Well, if we had the immense luck for them to remain at their original locations after World's relocation, then for sure. I'm sure that'll be the case. Have faith. I'll get ready before leaving. I've not been able to test my new capabilities yet. It won't take too long. See you. Bye. Celebi, I didn't... You moron. How could you? Do you have any idea of how important that was to him? Of course you didn't. Because you don't understand true love, nor the many sacrifices us Pokemon make in its name. He greatly suffers, you know? And he suffered more than anyone in this darn cave. He lost his family, he witnessed his friend's slaughter, his poor soul hasn't even seen a mere sunrise. I can't understand how he's not been curled up and crying in that corner since he arrived. He'd be on his right to do so. But do you know why he doesn't allow himself to do that? You know why he still fights for such bittersweet goal like ours? Because he's got a heart as big as the whole world. Because he wants others to live the life he never was nor will be able to do. However, even if he's full of virtues, he's not perfect. Nobody is. Guilt and self-demand haunt him constantly. It's obvious when you take a good look at him. But even such a limited creature like you are should be able to see it back in Luminous Spring. Even without everything he's had to go through, he was still able to believe in himself, and in his capabilities to change his own fate. How could you even think of taking all that away from him, thus reinforcing him even deeper into his personal penitence? Penitence? I don't know. Don't you think he deserves to feel fully capable and fulfilled for once in his entire life? I don't even know why I tried to explain it to you. Celebi, you are incredibly brave. I truly mean it. You don't know how happy I am you found someone you can support and laugh with your whole being. Did you say laugh? What I meant to say is, name it as you want. I'm not one to define your feelings for you. The thing is that ever since you arrived, you found some genuine happiness. The happiness I've never been able to grant you. And even if it is impossible for you to do the same with me, I worry and try to watch over your well-being as much as I can. For that, I'm thankful to him. And besides, he's now as important to me as you already were. I hope you are correspondent someday. I think you'd be very happy together. Well, would we? Do you think so? However, as you perfectly said, his kindness is huge. Unlike someone else, he has been able to form a healthy bond with me despite our differences. And even if I am a miserable human being, I also understand others' feelings, insights, and aspirations. Therefore, and even if you might not believe me, I didn't say a word about your intervention, Celebi. You're the worst. You almost made me believe you this time. He said it himself. He said you had explained everything already. Do you have no shame at all? I lied to him about your fainting reasons. He suspected you at first, but I quickly dispersed his doubts. Though, to be honest, I'm still not clear on what went wrong with you exactly. Anyway, you can relax now. I haven't told, nor will I ever tell him anything about it. I'll respect your choice until the very end. Well, then... Thanks. Thanks for understanding. What's so funny? Why the mockingly smile? Nah, sorry, it's just that... It's the first time you thanked me for something, Celebi. Oh, I see. You also could have said it all before, you know? Maybe, but... If I had, I wouldn't have been able to have such a nice conversation with you. Well, then I guess this is goodbye. Take care of him while I'm not here. Yeah, we'll do our part. You can be sure about it. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't let them catch you, okay? Tja, damned humans. What I hate the most about you and those of your kind is how easily you can make us Pokemon give ourselves to you. Can't stand it. Good luck, Celebi. You won't have it easy from now on. Ah, hey Celebi. Are you alright? Your face seems a bit dull. No, it's nothing. Okay, fine then. Let's get back in. I cannot do that right now. Forgive me. Huh? Why? I thought you came outside to look for me because we already had to leave. No, I've done so, to leave on my own. I won't be around for a while. What? And why would you do something like that? We need you, Celebi. Don't make this more difficult than it already is, my dear Grovile. Come on, stay with us. I'm sure I can help you get along with... It's got nothing to do with that. It's just that... It's just what? You can't leave now. We need you to help us travel to the past as soon as possible. And we can't do it without you, Celebi. You're an essential part of our team. Soon, you'll understand everything, my dear Grovile. Nothing would make me happier than joining you in your current mission, but I just cannot afford to do so. The Yalga's always chasing after me, and I've been frequenting this location for too long. Yeah, that excuse should be enough. Ah, I see. It makes sense. I apologize for trying to keep you here for even more time then. However, if you find yourself in trouble sometime, don't hesitate to come back immediately, alright? We'll try to solve it together. After all, partners must help each other out when needed. And I still owe you a lot, Celebi. Thanks for saving my life and for showing me how things really work. Take care. No, I'm the one who's in debt to you, my dear Grovile. Wasn't this the right choice? Isn't this what I really wanted for both of us? Well, I guess that true love can also make you suffer more than any other. But I have to be strong. It's like he's always been... Yeah, we'll see each other soon, my dear Grovile. Well, she is a bit weird and she sometimes takes too long to answer back, but I'm glad to know her. I hope to see you soon. Master Dialga, do I even deserve to serve you? The magnitude of your ambitions and the duty to represent your unparalleled strength are way beyond my current skills. Please tell me what I need to do to live up to your expectations. I beg your pardon. New insurgents have recently manifested. You want me to carry out my first purge? Understood. I'll set off in search of them and they'll be exterminated promptly. I won't fail. I swear it on my very own life. I'll prove you I deserve the position I currently hold. Prove it to me as well, will you? I won't forgive you either, if you are unable to impose yourself to those puny scoundrels. I'm still watching, remember it. Yeah, I know. Shut up already. Lord Dustclops. My lord, as Sable I have already finished our arduous task. I hope you're not lying. I gave the order not long ago. And that crack was enormous. No, sir. I promise you everything is back on its place. There's not even a single flaw to it. Fine. I believe your words, but I'll check it later, just in case. However, I must say I am impressed. Well done, Sableye. Thank you, my lord. I can't tell him we extorted a bunch of Geodude to do the job for us. Oh, yeah. Take that message to the rest and tell them to prepare. We've got a new mission to accomplish. Alright. I apologize for not saying it before. Celebi can't stay for too long in the one and the same place because of how dangerous she is to Dialga. I mistakenly assumed you would have deduced it by now. She usually doesn't even say goodbye when she leaves. Well, no problem. She said we'd meet her again soon. I believe that she'll join us later. Also, if you're wondering what is constantly, hitting stuff, it's a storm outside, and there's just some random shit flying against my windows. Anyways. Let's focus on our next departure. I had considered visiting Limestone Cavern first. What do you think? Do you think for any reason in particular? What brought you to pick that one specifically? Nothing really. I just chose one randomly because I want us to get going as soon as possible. I see. Then do you mind if I make another proposal instead? I have a better candidate to be our first destination. Well, as you wish. Which one is it? Treeshroad Forest. The reason I want to go there first is that it's the only place I was able to use my ability. Remember it? Yeah, the Dimensional Scream. If I'm not mistaken, you want to try to use it again? Exactly. I want to find out the conditions that must be given for it to activate. I suspect the proximity of a time year could be one of them, but I want to try to repeat that same situation in an experimental way. and depending on the result, I will draw an according roadmap for the rest of the places. My ability could be key to our mission if I manage to understand it. I think it's worth a shot. Well, it's decided then. Let's get going already. Guide me there like you did last time. Right, let's go then. Okay. I've been recording for like 4.5 hours now, and this game is a lot longer than I anticipated it to be. So I'm going to say that this is the end for now. I'm probably gonna split what I've recorded now into 2 parts actually, so it's not like a 4.5 hour part that's just thrown on there. But yeah, with that said, I do hope that you all enjoyed special episode 0 in the Dark Past so far. And yeah, well, I guess until the next time, I do wish you all a great day, night, evening, whatever ends. Bye.